What up, Scorpio? It's your girl Kelly from the Queen Bee Tarot here to do your August 2018 reading. So before I get started, I'll start with intuition. I did pull some cards for you. It looks like a lot of you are going through something devastating. I feel like there's paper involved, maybe divorce papers, sudden divorce papers, sudden separation, or if it's not that, it's someone you literally caught stealing from you. Somebody close that you probably wouldn't have expected. And there's a court case, and I feel like there's a court case involved here. I feel like judgment came in partially at your favor, if that makes sense. It came in it only partially favored you or will favor you. And it's caused a pretty big devastation, I'd say. I don't know if it was a business deal where someone took money and stole it and took off, or a family member that took a bunch of money in a divorce. I see paperwork as well, like I said. But there's definitely like a huge tower moment. And we've definitely got justice involved, definitely. Some sort of judgment. Some sort of paperwork. Definitely involving, like, theft. I don't know if you feel devastated because you didn't walk away from this person, devastated that you didn't see it sooner, devastated that you had ignored red flags. But it's definitely a huge, huge, huge upset over this. That's a lot of cards. Wow, guys. Whoa. Then we got one just hanging out over there. I guess I'll start with these since they just kind of fell out. Okay, so it's showing new mental clarity, you going down a new mental path because of whatever's happened, some kind of thievery, you lost everything or half of everything, or you lost a huge business deal, a divorce, could be maybe a wedding. You paid, why would I say wedding? Maybe you paid for a wedding and this person took off with your money. It could be a divorce settlement. There's something to do with papers here, a lot of papers and back and forth. The star card is there, so you'll have some support on that new thought process, but you're feeling pretty damn stuck right now. I'd say that was Probably money you really needed. You don't know kind of how to get out of this situation, and you definitely were taken for some money or something along those lines, or you were definitely taken. You're definitely taken. But I do see you starting a new mental journey because of it, and you'll have some help and recourse with the Star card there. That's the Wish card. So you'll have some help and recourse. It may be not everything you were expecting, like I said, but you'll get help. Shows me here the Magician, the Hermit, and Judgment. So we've got somebody who has lots of tricks up their sleeve. Somebody who appears to be relatively quiet, to themselves usually, but is very meticulous and calculating. And having this on their side probably didn't help. We've got Judgment here, so there is some sort of judgment made there. I don't know if it's particularly in favor the way you want it to be. I'd say you don't get the settlement that you want, or you don't get a certain amount of money back, or maybe the state orders that you're paid back, but you know this person spent all the money. There's some sort of glitch in there. There's some sort of glitch in whatever's going on that you get justice, but it's injustice. Because there's judgment there. Then you've got justice reversed, with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And, of course, my taking someone for all their worth card. So it looks like someone took you. Maybe it's emotionally. It could be emotionally, but it looks like there's a lot of, I want to say, material or money involved, or a business deal or something. Something with a lot of paper, paying for a wedding, and someone took off with the money. Or possibly a mate who said they wanted to get married, and you worked really hard, saved up money, and they just took it and took off. There's something to do with money here, where someone you weren't expecting stole from you, and it's like you're upset at yourself, like I showed you before, for not seeing it sooner, because you ended up this way. And that's, the ultimate backstab, but you're coming out of it. You just feel stuck. You don't know how to move forward with such a big chunk of something missing. That's all I keep getting is like, there's a big chunk of something missing. Shows you're devastated right here. And that you're kind of hanging on to your possessions for dear life. You're just emotionally devastated. And if you look here, this girl sits on top of her chest of items. The key is on her lap, and she's holding everything she owns as tight as she can. And she's leaving this behind because she clearly no longer feels safe there. She's waiting on the road for someone to come by. She's leaving this abundance behind for a reason. There's a reason why she feels to leave this abundance behind and to hold on tightly to her items. And with this card here, the devastation, God, you guys have so many cards here, they're stuck to me. The Seven of Swords, somebody stealing, sneaking, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and Justice reversed. So there's definitely some sort of huge, huge loss here that you can't recover. The only good thing about it was that Judgment was seen. It's like someone was looking out for you, but you don't get back everything you lost, is the feeling that I'm getting. Is you don't get back everything you lost. And you want to take action about it. So I feel like that's kind of where the paperwork got involved. I feel like because you obviously took action, you were devastated, you were holding on to what you did have left with for dear life. I mean, and this is an action, a new beginning. And I feel like you did take action, like you filed a report of everything that was missing or whatever it is that's missing. I just keep feeling like you're devastated that something is missing and somebody took you for something. There's your Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and you're kind of guarding that Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're guarding this. You're guarding what you have left. And again, we've got my Independent Lady card. She's sitting there watching her garden now that she's grown everything. And for this to show up on the other side of this, you're kind of guarding everything you are trying to get back and everything that you have for the future. And in doing so, you're being very, very selective and careful on the people that are around you right now. This is a huge loss, and this is, I feel like, what you have left, and you're just guarding everything. Your heart, your mind, your soul, your body, your money, something. Definitely the Tower moment here with the Leo card of Strength and the King of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is definitely a Tower moment. This is huge. Whatever happened, Scorpio, is massive. It could be, you're going to have to pardon the fact that there is a grasshopper and I sharing this particular room, and he is on top of my laptop right now, looking at me. I've tried to catch him and put him outside, and right now we've just decided we're going to live together. Because the only time I can catch him usually is at night. But here he is, sitting on top of my laptop. Yeah. I don't know where he just jumped to. He's on me. Scorpio, that's amazing. That's an amazing sign. He's just crawling right up my arm. I'm going to go let him out while I still can. Go. Come on. Well, Scorpio, that was interesting. Thank you for that blessing. I finally caught him and let him out. I've been fighting with him for about 2 weeks. And I apologize if that had to come during your Tower moment, but I think that that was a really good sign that you're going to be okay. A little grasshopper just jumps right onto your reading while I'm reading your Tower moment. Again, the card of Leo in reverse, Strength. I do see a lot of fire here, so you could be dealing with a fire sign, but that's really not my deal. But it almost looks like somebody took you for everything. They were false in their offer, and they played on some weaknesses that you had. Maybe you knew them very well, or you never thought they'd do something like that. But money makes people do some pretty messed up stuff. So you need to think about that. So a person that you never thought would steal, or whatever it is that they did to you, you need to recognize the fact that money changes people. And it looks like it really crumbled. It didn't just break your foundation, it kind of crumbled your whole tower, is the way I see it. And that trust is gone. That naivety of thinking that friends or whoever won't steal from you, or whatever it is, because I keep getting steal. And I keep getting money or something large that was worth money, and somehow justice was involved. The last couple cards here before I pull another spread is the King of Wands. So I don't know if you were dealing with a fire sign, and this person, he's coming in the upright, but it's looking like they took off or took off with something, because this is a card of making a decision and leaving two behind while you go forward with the third, and it's showing me the work card. So I'm wondering if this is somebody who is showing up as this, but is really this. Really, behind this little mask here is peekaboo. So you got two kings showing up, one in the upright, one in the reversed, one making a decision to leave another behind, and something having to do with work, or a deal that you made, or a contract, which could be marriage, because marriage is a contract. But there's something about a deal made here, and one person or whoever got left behind, and this person just kind of took off. Let's not forget, like, we have the thievery card here. They just kind of took what they wanted and left the situation in complete devastation. Like when the cards back up what I say. And I love, 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 love the fact that that little grasshopper just jumped on me during this reading, and I let him out. I love that. I think that was a really good omen as he jumped on my hand while I had the Tower card out. I think that was a really good moment that you'll get through this. You just needed a little bit of inspiration, and if a cute little grasshopper can't do it for you, then nothing can. And the fact that I didn't hurt him, I let him out. Put him back on a leaf outside where he belongs. So, Scorpio, it seems like you have some heavy energy this month. For those of you that aren't resonating with this, I mean, this is coming in huge. So, for those of you that aren't resonating with this, that's fine too. You know, every reading isn't going to resonate with you. It's the collective, it's general, but this is coming in really, really big, that you're really kind of hurting. This deck is forever getting me like that. I don't know if I want to read this many cards. I don't know if I even have room to read this many cards. Are you kidding me? But obviously they wants to talk. Jeez. Y'all know what that look is for, because that's when I just bust out the cigarettes. You should know that by now. This is a big spread. You're going to have to give me a second. So it looks like here, we've got the Ten of Pentacles again. You're definitely defensive because you got someone who is a good talker. Should be vibrating at this level, but obviously did some stuff to show that they vibrate at a much lower level. A false emperor. Um, Again, we're back to the major loss here at the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and you defending what you have left. This person is a good talker, I'd say. Real good talker. Maybe deserves an Emmy for all that acting. Shows me the card of Gemini here. So, this is in reverse. This is a card of choice. And you're making the choice to cut ties, it looks like, and gain a new perspective. That Tower moment did you in. It looks like you've made your decision, and that Tower moment was it for you. You are breaking all ties and initiating major mental change, like I showed before with the Ace of Swords. And this would be my other mental change card, changing your view of the world, changing your view of people, changing your view of how you see people. And this is good because next time you'll be, I think, a bit more protected from whoever this person is or someone else that might try to do the same thing, whatever this thing was. It's showing me 1, 2, 3 court cards. So it's almost like 3 people were involved. Three people were definitely involved here. But I don't have, I mean, I do have a third-party situation here, but it looks like this is a choice, and the choice was to get a new view, just like it said before. But looking here, we've got the King of Pentacles in the upright, offering a false offer of love, or a false offer to somebody. So this could be you or your partner, Scorpio. So somebody got taken majorly here. They were given a false offer of love. Put them off balance. Put you off balance. This is pretty serious, whatever happened. Again, a lot of fire here. So you could have been dealing with a fire sign, but not necessarily, because we do have the King of Pentacles. It's hard to say when we're capable of pulling in so many different energies based on our sun, our moon, our ascending, and it's really hard to say what type of person you're truly dealing with when we can pull in all these energies. So it looks to me like, and this is odd because I've never had this happen before. Like I said, the longer I read, the weirder things get with my cards. It's a burden now. Whatever's going on here, there's a burden. And for those of you who aren't going through theft, I'm seeing a relationship here. I'm seeing divorce going really wrong. So that's the divorce papers. That's where that came from. Some of you, there was a huge loss, and some of you, your huge loss is divorce. It looks like it's becoming a burden to reunite with this person. It's becoming a burden to reunite with this person. It's to the point where it's almost too emotional. I feel like that's what I'm getting. It's too emotional. It's too much. It keeps ending in really bad fights. And that's not something that is healthy for anybody. You've got a false offer of love with the Devil and Annabelle. So Annabelle is the ultimate card of balance with the Temperance. So we've got like multiple messages showing up here at the same time. A new change of, don't tell me he got back in, I hear him. I think he's at the door yelling to come back in. Do you believe this? You hear him? He's at the door, he's mad that I put him outside. That's funny. Animals have a thing with me. They love me. I don't know what it is, but he's at the door bitching and complaining that I put him outside. He's mad. But we have multiple messages. You've got a serious note of imbalance here in your reading. You've got both my balance cards in reverse. You've got the devil card in reverse, which means this is becoming a really bad habit, a toxic habit of going back to a love that's not working. It's becoming toxic, and it's very clear that it's not working. This marriage or long-term relationship is not working. To have all of these bad habits represented, all these cards telling you double messages. You're out of balance. You're out of balance. You have really bad habits of going back to somebody who isn't for you. It's time to let go, because this is how you end up feeling. Devastated. Devastated. And right now, where I'm seeing paperwork again, I'm seeing a judge. I'm seeing a judge because he's fairness. And he's in the upright. I'm seeing a judge with paperwork. And I'm seeing children involved. I'm seeing children involved. So, Scorpio, I'm not sure what's going on here. Some of you had a huge loss with a business partner or a business deal or a wedding or something. And then the other half of you, I'm picking up on a major breakup that I'm seeing a judge. I'm seeing paperwork in both instances. And children, having to do with children, that it gets so bad that the judge has to intercede because you can't manage to get along at all. And it's telling you that you really need to get a new take on things, a new frame of mind in terms of getting balanced again. Again, we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is a pretty nasty energy. This is Aries, Leo, Sag energy in reverse. If you offered a fire sign woman love and you cheated or something along that line, this is where you could end up in court. Fire signs don't mess with their heart. You have to know that. But if this is just a representative of whoever you're with, again, there's the card of devastation when I go up and the King of Swords. So I feel like the judge involved in this marriage or separating of finances is fair. Give me a minute, please. But because of your bad habits of going back to each other with a love that's not working, you're both doing each other major damage in this case. If this is what's going on with you and resonating with you, make the decision to get a new frame of mind and move on from it. You need to move on. This person is not for you. You may have missed the opportunity to be with someone. Or maybe this is what the divorce is about, which is costing you what it's costing you. Wow, Scorpio, that's heavy. Seeing all those different scenarios in one. Let's see what the angels have for you this month. What do we have for Scorpio this month? What do we have for Scorpio this month? Let's find out. Angels, what messages do you have for Scorpio for the month of August 2018? You've got Crystal. Have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see yet. Like I said, you need to take a step back and get a new frame of mind. Maybe leave for the weekend if you can. Or go walk by some water. It will clear you instantly of all the negative emotions you have and help you balance. Because you are a water sign. Archangel Michael, I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Fiona, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. It's hard to see because it takes on that glare. Patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So Scorpio, it looks like you have a pretty heavy month. It looks like you have a lot going on. You have a relationship that's coming to an end. Lots of decisions to make. You have some business deals or something gone wrong. You have a lot of paperwork coming your way. I'm sending you some positive vibes. I hope this all works out for you. If you need a personal reading, please know that my information is in the box below. And you can reach me at trinity32719@hotmail.com. And I really hope that things get better. Next up, that's Kelly signing off for Queen Bee Tarot in Boston.